Hello, Mama. It's nice to see you again.
Hello Aditi, hello everyone. I guess I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes, you are audible. So, first of all, I would like to know how did you feel like taking the session yesterday? Was
It
it?
was, it was really nice. Actually, it was really nice for me to to know you all and to give some insights on machine learning, what I have learned during my journey, and what is my personal thinking about machine learning and everything. That how we should do the practical things more rather than just focusing on theory that we always do. So
Yes.
it was a really enriching session for me to take, and your means every fellow participants were also very interactive enough. So it was really good overall. Thank you for like providing me this opportunity.
Thank you for joining us. It was great to have you. And in this session, also, there are certain doubts we have, and people also with their doubts.
Okay, let's wait for some minutes, then we should begin, right?
Yes, sure. Meanwhile, you can, if you want, you can share any of your experience, like in your internship at Movisec Technologies. How is it going and how was it? And
Yes, I was there in the internship. First thing I will tell, we all are a college student, right? I am still in
yeah,
college, right? We all are in the same segment and everything. First thing you should know that what we learn in college and how the industry works, that is totally different. How
okay,
means you study in college, moreover you college focus more on theoretical concept and everything. You learn coding though, but you don't know how through this coding industrial things works, right? What is the product level thing? We know that about, okay, this is product level company, this is servicing company, but what it actually means, how we actually contribute there, so that is something different. So if you will get some job or internship over any private company or any MNCs and anything, you will just get to learn that okay, this is totally different, and every company has a different tech stack, different format. It's not like, always remember that if you you will sometimes feel okay, I'm not up to this mark, I don't have studied this. It is all about enriching your skills, building your skills, okay? In software, particularly in the software industry, then there is nothing called okay, this is the standard qualification I have achieved. Even the person sitting at the higher position, they also study after their job and everything, so that they can upgrade themselves, they can just provide more insight to their companies, right? So technology and software industry is something which is always developing. So just
yes,
remember, if you're joining, if you get into something, just don't be get unbalanced over, right? Okay, I don't know this, I don't know that, how will I manage? Just be confident enough and start learning the skills. It is not difficult to learn the skills, right? But it is not good to just to give up and say, okay, I just know, we just know one programming, I just know Java. Okay, this company is working on Python, I can't learn Python, I just know Java, so I will not learn it. No, you have to just open yourself to everything, right? In that way only you will be able to build yourself. And if you think like that, okay, I'm just focusing on AI ML, so why do I focus on development part, right? Why I'm studying this? So if you think more briefly, everything is correlated with each other. If we don't know, if we don't know development part or DSA part or anything, the back end support, the front end support, without that, how will we integrate machine learning model till?
yes, exactly.
So you have to know everything little bit. Like, it is not like okay, I'm just focusing on data analysis, I will just be a data analyst enough. No, in that way it doesn't happen. That's why company always take DSA test, it takes aptitude test. What is the use if you're just there just getting you employed in the data analytics part? What is the use of other tests? Because they also know that everything is correlated, it's work together. If you don't know that component, how will you integrate your component? And the first thing which you do when you join an industry or something, okay, when you go to a course or something, you have to learn it pre-mechanism. The prerequisite, if you join a course, the prerequisite should be completed, right? You should know how it actually works, then only you will be able to look forward. Same. If you go for a company, go for an internship, you have to just see that what is have been already done, and you have to understand, and you have to build. Just don't get the fear. Okay, I can't do it. If you know just one or two skills, okay, that is good for you. But on that, make yourself that you are open to everything else, right? Just whatever opportunity comes to your way, na, just grab it. And if you're thinking that okay, I will just join that big company only, I will not work for small company. Okay, big companies opening are also there. We know the selection process, how it works, how competitive it is in the real market, right? So you just know that you have to just be in the industry. If you go in the industry now, you will get familiar to you, like you will get the connection, you will get familiarized to everything. That how it actually works. What we say that if we need to achieve something great, we just need to start, right? We need to start from somewhere so that we can reach at the desired point. So don't always think that okay, if I get into Google, then only I will just join the industry. Otherwise, I will prepare for 5 years, 6 years just for that only. No, in that way, you're just wasting your time and your energy. Just give your energy to something real so that it can just enlighten your mind. From there, you will get your steps. Because there's nothing called standard protocol, standard company that by joining this only you are achieved your dream. It is on your own hands. So like this, I want to like convey this. This
Uh,
is just
and
my experience.
it motivated me a lot to like never give up and just give my best. And I hope it motivated others also.
I guess so. Yeah, right. So
So yes, if anybody wants to ask any doubt like by opening the mic, they can feel free to or write in the chat section.
yes, they can
Mm,
unmute themselves as well.
yes, meanwhile, I have some doubts on behalf of some people, uh, which I have taken and written like beforehand. So one second, just.
Yes.
So there is this question. She has three doubts. The first doubt is that how to get started with coding in ML because I understood the basic theory, but I am not able to implement it or code it into something.
Uh, Pardon me, just ask the, just say the last sentences again.
I'm not able to implement it or code it into something. I understood the basic theory, but she's facing problem in coding part, the practical thing.
Okay. So, firstly, just the first step is just decide your language. Okay, if you're into software, this whole industry is called software industry, right? That we know. So, if you're into software, you just need to decide which language you want to focus and just hold a grip on that language very much. Okay. So, first, for example, if you just want to focus on Python, okay, so just learn the basic coding in Python, that how it is done. Don't go too much in DSA first. Like just learn it, learn the language, that how the print statement works, how it takes the input, output, and other variable data types. These are the basic things that we start learning for learning the coding part. Okay, so just learn the basic coding. After that you learn it, just go to machine the typical machine learning topics you are studying. Just go for that and see what is the prerequisite that we should know in that particular language. Okay, suppose you are studying about implementing visual representations through machine learning models. So how do you do it? Like yesterday I told only that we do it through Matplotlib,
Not
that
right,
is the
right.
libraries, right? That is the libraries for basic statistics, right? For advanced statistics, like heat map, histogram, we go for Seaborn, right? So these are the
Yes.
two libraries. So you are studying just these two concept, that okay, these are the libraries. Okay, so just know how to import the libraries first. Okay, so just go for the like basic libraries importations, like statements and commands. See that how okay, import numpy, import cborn as sns. So why sns is written, why we always symbolize it in the short form, like understand each and every command. After that you will get to, first you know the concept, okay, what actually matplot do, what actually cbond do. You realized, okay, you are implementing this library, so this will do this. So if you know the how to take the input, okay, suppose in the data frame I've taken x is equal to df dot some data frame and like this. So I know that in this way I'm taking the input that I've already learned in coding, that how to take input in Python. So here I know this. So here you can just basically just do the command, that command syntax of how to, if we are importing SNS library, if we are importing NumPy library, how we can just implement it to show that thing. Okay, np dot some like the variable you have taken, then you can write the show command. These are the basic command. So go step by step. If you go like this now, it is a slow process from the start. Okay, it is a slow process, but when you get like habituated to that, okay, this is the thing, that is the thing, then by yourself only you will just try to do it fast, and it will be more easier to understand like any other concept which is more difficult. Okay, so first learn the language, learn the basic language, then go for heavy terms, that what are the heavy terms actually mean. Go for it implementation specifically. Okay, don't in big projects you see, okay, everything is imported, okay, everything is just like overlapping each other, so how we can just know it. So don't go on complex part, go on simple part first. If like 3 or 4 days you're just completing your simple part, you will also get bored, and you will also just like speed up your everything, right? So in that way you are just learning according to your pace. So start from this, and like this you can just implement the code. But just go, don't like learn like in this way. When you learn theory now, like okay, I'm importing now numpy, I'm importing cbon, after that I have just imported ols regression, like I have learn the theory, then you don't know how to implement it one by one. Okay, you just learn everything so together. So learn it separate first, and it is not like always do this. You will get by yourself only, okay, when I can just speed up, when I can just learn it. So the basic thing is you have to start from the beginning in this, right? So this is all.
Right. This is the basic problem I think everybody faces in machine learning.
Okay, I guess this is, it is clear right now, right?
Yes. So there are a lot of people in the meeting now since yesterday's session was on YouTube live stream. So I think many of you could have not, you didn't have the chance to interact with Shreya. So if anybody wants, they can. I am seeing some faces which I saw yesterday also. Meghali, Pooja, hi. I remember you. You were in yesterday's session.
Yes, I guess Meghali has asked for doubt also, I guess so.
Yes,
I
yes.
remember some of them.
They were very interactive.
Yes, thank you for yesterday's session to you all. You have been a great listener and great participant in that. I really appreciate this. And I guess that you are like getting something from me, right? Like I may not be fully conveyed to you, but at least I'm trying to just tell you that how can you just procedure into that, this all, right? So if you have any doubts, you can speak up.
Yes, if you can definitely speak up, open your cameras. If you want to write in the chat, you can write in chat. Okay, when we get someone, we'll take. Till then, let me ask another doubt which I'm having with me. Second doubt of Kushi only I have that how to get started with Kaggle competitions and contribute to Kaggle notebooks.
Kaggle contributions. Okay. So if you're just so specific about Kaggle, do you know what is Kaggle actually? If you
It's a
means
good.
the like how many of you know that Kaggle data set and everything, what it is actually, how it actually works? So I guess like many of you just learned that this term. Okay, Kaggle is there, Vosk is there, many data sets like Cloudinary and everything is also there. So basically, it has developed for AIML only. It has many data sets. It can be also used for implementations and everything. So when you particularly go for data set and everything, it already have the things like Iris data set, you know, like many medical things you do. So like from there you can easily import the data set, but before that you should know that what is your project and what is your everything. Okay, so there you can also just train the model, pre-trained models are also there, you can deploy it from there. And there are also competitions is also there. So it is not just about data set, it is a combination of everything that just enhance the machine learning thing, right? So Kaggle, if you want to explore, you just can open the platform and majority times when we use Kaggle means I have specifically used Kaggle for importing many data sets. Okay, if you in like in engineering also, if you are into computer science engineering, okay, so like some basic projects are made from the data set which are there in the Kaggle only, right? So these are the things. Like Kaggle is a community. Okay, it is not specifically like okay. So you can just I can just say okay, Kaggle is just for data set. It has blog, it has discussion. So you can just learn like how to if you want to just begin from this, right? So, like beginning part, I can say that this it is data set yet we have heard. Like it is most common data set, heart disease data set, right? So you can just import it and you can just play with it. Okay, just by implementing in NumPy functions, by many functions, you can easily play with it. If you know that only I told in the beginning, na, that if you know the NumPy how it is implemented, if you know that how it is data set is implemented, so you can just combine it together and you can just write the code by yourself only to see that what you are getting. And that way that if you work on bigger projects now it will be easy for you. Okay, they are doing that thing, they are doing this thing. So everything comes from the start only. You just need to know the basics because you can't master everything at once, right? You just need to have basics of everything so you can just get to learn the advanced thing. So basically Kaggle is a community first, like make sure that, and their models, their code, everyone is implementing. Okay, so they offer courses also. So just if you want to get start with Kaggle, go for data sets, experience it, play with the data set, you will get to know about it more. So right. And what are the doubts I get, like we are getting in the comment section, right? So
Yes.
Kumari has asked, can you guide about the first project, like what exactly we are supposed to do? Okay, first project, like everyone has its own first project, right? There's nothing like okay, if you are working on iris data set then it is your first project, if you're done doing visual representation then it is your first project, right? So first project is like what are the topics you are learning at first. Okay, if you're learning NumPy, if you're learning like if you're just working on data sets, because it depends upon syllabus also, like to syllabus. Yes, someone is like saying yes, Aditi.
No, no, sorry, that was your background
Okay,
noise.
okay. So the main thing is what is the concept you are learning. Okay, so you may have the syllabus of machine learning also, there you are learning something. Okay, this is the term. So if you like just know the basic how the code works, search for it in the Google. Okay, so these are the projects which are getting into this. Okay, then think of your own idea that how can you relate it with. If you have a new idea then very well. Okay, because everyone like cannot have new idea, right? So just search for existing project, like understand the code. Don't just start okay, I learned the concept, I learned the coding part, I will just start coding and all that. Ultimately you will get confused, right? You should know the examples. Okay, these are the things, these are the output which we are getting, so if I will do this then I can get what output. So first project is always about experimenting. And remember one thing, like first project, if you typically talk about first project, you build for yourself, you build for learning. Okay, everything is though about learning only, but you more build for yourself. Okay, after that you build small, like work on small projects, like don't go for that much harsh data set. Okay, data set also varies, that what kind of data sets could be there, that some errors can be there in the data set and you have to do more data pre-processing, more complexities can be there. So go for easier one. Okay, look for simple machine learning project, learn like read the code, understand it. Okay, in 1 or 2 days you can easily implement one project. Okay, on easy machine learning projects like this thing, and then go for yourself. Okay, what can you do more about this? So this way you will just build a nice project, right? And I guess it is clear, right? So Renu Kumari Prajapati has asked, yes, no, that we get data from it. Yeah. So it is about community. More Kaggle is more about community. But most of the time we used to get data sets from there. Okay, I just named very easy data sets. And every data set is though not defined, and most of the time Kaggle is used for projects work only. It is not majority time used for like real life, because everyone has a data sets of its own and it is doesn't want to be just get in public. Okay, so Kaggle data set is more likely to practice, to build project, to see that what a model can do over this data set, to what can be the, like we are building that type of data set, that how it can be related and how it can be industrial work there. So it's just like a hit or trial method, or very much like we do in Kaggle dataset and everything, right? So Sanjay Rajput has asked, what are the essential maths topics to learn to get started AIML? So listen, I am personally a student who doesn't like mathematics very much. Okay, so I was just concentrated. Okay, I will just study mathematics, which is required in ML. Okay, my mindset was that only. Until that, it is like that only. Everyone doesn't like every subject, right? So I also don't like it much. So the basic focus you should give, like each concept of mathematics, you know, right? We can't just forget everything. Basic concept we know. Just focus more over probability and statistics. Okay, without these are the like prerequisite only. Without that, nothing can work. Probability statistics, linear algebra, derivatives, calculus, because integration, derivations, everything comes in that. Okay, you just need to divide, very various formulas are there. Okay, sometimes you will also get confused that whether we are learning a machine learning model or suppose we are learning mathematics only. So this all happens. Okay, so but just like top three concept, like top your basic three concept are about probability statistics, linear algebra, and calculus. Okay, you just have like you need to have a grip on it. It is essential only, right? So these are the mathematical topics, and I guess everyone has learned in 11 and 12. So you can easily go for one shot if you don't remember much about it, but go for it. Okay. If you're just starting about AIML, you just can't escape maths. If you think that okay, I will learn maths, if it will come, it will definitely come in each and every step. Okay, because when we also do many like many methods and algorithm we apply now, we just try to convert everything in mathematical range only. So if we don't understand mathematics in our own, how we can just convert the model into mathematics, something binary or something specified range. I told something about this, right, last day. So we need to know about first, right? So this is the thing. And Meghali Datta has asked, what is the time management strategy for maths and MCQ solving and programming and essential topics in ML for the test? Okay. So like time management strategy, first of all, depends to person, right? If you ask me personally, I will say like go for mathematics first, because when we do something like first we just try to spend more time while thinking and everything. Okay, but you can also start from ML, but just remember, don't waste time on a single topic. Okay, if you're just thinking, if you're just starting from ML, but don't waste like okay, this can be also correct, that can be also correct. In that way you are wasting the time which you should spend on mathematics, because in mathematics you have to calculate. The time is essentially needed. In ML, time may be needed, time may not be needed, depends on you. Okay, but try to like time is not needed, just take the answer just like that. Okay, and if you, I don't think there's any negative marking, so if you don't know, then also just go for it. Okay, so that is the thing, but just don't waste time. And if you are just starting with mathematics, just like divide the time of 75 minutes, that how much you need in mathematics. Okay, just divide this time and make sure about it. And if you don't know the mathematics of something, like one question you don't know, just skip it and go forward. Okay, so it is essential only that first complete ML and mathematics, then go for DSA. But just completing this, don't think that okay, DSA question we will skip, mathematics and AI I will attend and I will get the thing. No, the chances are very less then, because DSA carries the more weightage. Okay, so you have to dedicate a like a significant amount of time, because you have to write logic, you have to understand it also, right? If you understand the logic in like very fast and everything, then also you need some time to code, right? You need some time to implement it. So just remember this. And if you like ask me, go for mathematics first. Just dedicate the required amount of time. Solve MS as fast as possible. Then go for DSA, and DSA should have a significant time. Okay. So these are the things that you got 75 minutes, right? So just try to solve like ML in 15 minutes in any in everything. Okay, half an hour you should just leave for DSA. If you like you, so you can just read it. Okay, half an hour is required for DSA, right? So just keep in mind that okay, half an hour is there between DSA, and just divide the time between everything. But don't just waste the time in that. I guess you got it right. So Aditi Chaudhary has asked.
You can skip the one to
Okay, if you
Divya's.
have, yes, 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 Aditi.
You can move on with Divya's doubt.
Okay. Do AI and ML have different syllabus? Okay, yesterday only I told you that how AI, ML, and science is related to each other. So ML is the backbone of AI. You're understanding that ML algorithm is only we are doing in AI. So how it can have the different syllabus? Everything is correlated. If we are implementing any algorithm in ML, then we are doing for AI only, right? So it is not like AI and ML should have a different syllabus, right? So everything we are implemented in ML, it is like for AI. So it is not like it has very different syllabus and everything. And you often like like hearing the course that okay, I'm studying AI ML in that, AI ML in this. It is not coming alone. Okay, so it is like that. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Can you share tips to crack OA of any company? I feel like OA is harder compared to DSA asked in interviews. So, OA, you are like speaking about what? Like in OA, often DSA also comes. Okay. OA depends. Like in OA, many topics are like there. It can be either mathematics or aptitude, or it can be like what that specific company you are giving exam. They can ask the basic computer concept to you. So OA depends on company to company that what they give. I give the Amazon data scientist role like through this opportunity only. Amazon MLSM school only. I got that opportunity of being a data scientist intern there. Okay, so their OA was DSA based. Okay, they given the DSA based OA only, and of their own company, of their own case study of their company. It is not like somewhere from the problem is taken. So OA depends on company to company. Just you have should have the grip on aptitude. Okay, aptitude. It's not like you just need to dedicate a very like different time for it. Like you should be like clever enough to like crack the aptitude thing, that you should not give significant amount to that. Okay, basic aptitude is required, basic mathematics is required. And in OA particularly, what DSC question are often asked, right? If you specifically, if I talk about DSC question, it is more not about writing a code. Okay, in companies also, if you will see that okay, they are asking the code and everything, they will not ask for the code, they will ask for the pseudo code. They will just say that write the logic, don't ask the code, because why will they just waste their time on like writing the code and everything, right? So they will just ask the logic. Okay, tell me the logic, how will you implement it, and that is done. So you just know the concept, and logic comes only when you like solve many problems. Okay, what we learn in ML, right? If we get many data sets are trained over there. So if new data set is we are getting, we can just categorize where it belongs, right? So we are just practicing many questions. Okay, so already we are just getting the experience of solving many questions. So if any new question come, we can just relate the logic with someone or the other, right? And this only our brain works. So it is like solve as many as question, you will develop the logic by yourself only. This is the only solution for developing the logic. Don't just think that okay, we have to write the code. Like it is not about okay, I cannot write the code in C++, then why will company hire me? It's like any language can come. If you join their office or real industry, na, You will yourself don't know that how much the tech stack works. And tech stack also like changes with time. It is all about the logic. You can learn the coding thing and language in just like in a three to 4 days, okay, but you can't learn the logic like this, right? For logic you have to practice. And mathematics and aptitude, I already told you that have the basic concept, and I don't think that much time should be dedicated on that. Okay, I need to just learn about aptitude. It is not about GMAT or something that we are preparing, like. So it is like this. And what else it asks in OA? That if you particularly go on development part and everything, they can just ask you that what you have done in the back end and front end. So it depends on your skills. Okay, it depends on your work. So that is the thing. So and nowadays OA is like most probably based on DSA part. If you have like any other OA structure, you can just say it so that I can just like read it and just can give you, my views on it. Okay, from where we can be practiced for the Amazon test for speed. Okay, apart from GLT daily quiz. From like if you want to practice for speed, like everything is different. Like there's no something like practice cheats for Amazon ML test, right? You just know how quicker you can solve the DSA part. Okay, you should know like, okay, in lead code when I solve the easy to medium question, it take me generally 10 to 15 minutes to crack it. Okay, so then I can just solve there also in 15 minutes also. So in that way your mindset is like that. Okay, and about the mathematics question, it is like they will not give it that much difficult, but basic concept you should know, right? It is not like we are practicing still a lot of mathematics only and then we are just getting it. Okay, basic concept you should know. And for the speed, don't waste time on ML. Okay, just go through the concept of ML. Like you know the concept, then only you can just attempt the MCQ, right, correctly. If you don't know how much you will get pressure to your brain, you will not be able to crack it, right? So just don't waste time here. Just know your like thing that how much time it will take me to solve a string manipulation question, array question, so that you will also only have in mind, okay, this will take in this. So just plan 75 minutes of it is, just plan everything. Okay, and I'm saying like give half an hour to DSC, just dedicate it. And whatever the time is like left, just dedicate to everything else and just don't waste much time, right? So this is the thing. And I guess any free certification course for AI and ML, like if you typically ask me for the free certification course, many are launching like free certifications for everything. Even Infosys are like Springboard program is there, so some of the part is like they're often like launching their program that okay, you can just do the course and you can get the certificate. TCS is also launching like this. If you search like free certification in Google, many will come. Okay, so you can just certify yourself that okay, I've just learned. Or you can just pay the money at Coursera and Udemy and get the courses also. So in this way you can do. But more likely, why to waste more money? Everyone has this mentality. Okay, why we should spend money? We just want to learn it and we want to like show that okay, I'm certified in that. Okay, so in analytics with they also they are giving certification. If you when you get certifications, and if some site is giving you free certification, that means they are taking test of you. Okay, so you just have to give the test and you can go for a many are there like analytics with they are there. Okay, sometimes in Coursera also, like you could just apply for financial aid and everything. So this many mechanism you can see the tips on everything. Okay, so don't just waste the money. Just see the tips, get the certifications done. Hacker Rank also provide the certifications if you want any coding certifications and everything. Do you have to give the test of everything, but you can get it from like many where sources are there. Okay, it is not like sources are not there, but you have to learn the thing. And like don't go for certification, you can go get anywhere. Okay, just know that how you can showcase the skills to others. Okay, someone is asking you, okay, you are an ML enthusiast, what you have done. They will not ask you that what have you learned, what have you done. This is the main question often. Okay, so you can just easily tell, okay, I have done this project. Okay, if I have not done the project, okay, I contributed in this project in open source. Okay, so like this you are just delivering it. So this is the main thing. And extension for air quality index to be downloaded. Um, I didn't understand this statement. Aditi, can you help me with this?
Maybe Shreya can explain it further. I'm not sure maybe what does she exactly want to ask.
Yes.
Anyway, if what are the resources, like if you can, you can share with us the resources for machine learning, the maths for machine learning,
Can you
or
speak it
learn.
again? Actually, I didn't heard it like properly.
I'm asking about the resources that you
Okay.
can share with us.
Okay. Like I the resources are the same. Like, see, I don't have any paid subscription or anything like that. Okay, I see the resources, I get the resources from Google only. Okay, I get the tips. Okay, they are just taking the money. So how we can just avoid the money part and we can just apply for the same. I told you about the financial aid that we get in Coursera and everything. Okay, so you just look up to that. Certification is so important. Like, yes, certifications, and I will not deny. Okay, because nowadays also I'm hearing like from various company also, like if they're just taking the interviews and everything, they're asking for certification. Oh, you have this certification or not? So what will prove your worth? Certification is also enough, but they ask for the certification when they know that okay, you have learned this. It is not like okay, you are getting the certification but you don't know. Just remember that. Okay. And for the playlist, if you just ask, like if you just want to learn more and all that, go for Gate Smashers and everything. They just explain it very well. Okay, but they explain the theory. Always remember, no one will gonna tell you the practical implementations. You have to do by yourself. If you go for YouTube also, that how we can just start with ML and everything, they will just say the theory. Okay, you can just learn this concept, that concept, 2 3 mini projects will be there. But what is the use of that 2 3 mini projects that everyone is doing right? What you are doing, what you are making a difference, that is the main thing. So you have to search your own project, you have to get your own project. You have to just like build some idea over the existing project. Okay, I can implement that thing in that, right? So this is only happens now. We see the video, we see many stuffs. Okay, this is the roadmap. Learn this state, learn this code, implement this code, then build one this mini project. Okay, you are done with ML. No, here we don't done with ML. We have some like project which actually makes some impact. I'm not saying okay, build from the scratch, it will be very difficult. How we can just get that guidance? Just get an existing, like open source is the majority. Like you asked about the resources, right? If you just want to dive into ML na, just dive into open source projects, dive into open source opportunity. You will get many projects lying out there, and many bugs are also there. Okay, no one has addressed it, because ML is not something which is closed, right? It is something which is just growing more, right? So everyone is just developing it. Even if you don't know that we have OpenAI, we have ChatGPT, we have, they have just launched the whole code of ChatGPT. Like they have kept in the open source part only. If some company launches some their model in ML and everything, na, they just keep it in the open source. Okay, so that anyone can contribute into that, and when it reach to up to some mark, they just close it. Okay, they just make it private. So from there only many things are developing. If you want to go, okay, go developing era of ML, just dive into open source resources. Many open source program is there. Google is conducting open source program. Okay, girl script, some like girl script program is also, they have been a part of that in this. Okay, scalar, like scalar technology, scalar school, like something is also having this. So many open source are there, but have an experience on open source. I will say, I will emphasize it on more. Okay, because many don't know how to just start from the scratch. Many don't have the guidance. If you have the code within yourself, okay, this is the code, then you have the guidance also. Okay, this is the code, I have the guidance, I know this is implementing. What extra I can do? You can just learn from any other resources. Okay, just don't concentrate yourself to one particular resource. That's why I'm not like specifying, okay, go for this, go for that, just learn this, you will get everything. I will not say that you will learn this and getting everything. Even one certification you will get on AIML, and if you think that you learn everything, then it is not possible and it is not right also, right? So these are the things. First learn the theory. You can I learned the theory, and it like from various video. Like I doesn't have a particular video to look at. Okay, from where I get the topics clear and concept clear, that only video I will watch. If I will just say you, okay, watch Gate Smashers playlist, okay, watch the 100 School Deep Learning is also a channel or something, okay. So I will just say, okay, go for there and just learn the things. You will like sometimes you will feel in one video, okay, I'm not getting the concept. What is the use of watching playlist? You can't just force yourself na, to watch everything. You will just go for another video. Okay, there I'm just clarifying all my doubts and concept. I will go for that video. So no playlist is like perfect, right? You have to decide what is perfect for you in each concept. Okay. So this is the thing. And if you go for the data sets, everything, Kaggle is the best. Okay. And if you want to go for any other data set, research papers are also there. Okay, they're all also having different data set. But just remember, work on updated data set much more. Okay, because existing data sets also have some noises, some errors. But work more on like which has like a clean data set, which is not that much complicated for the beginning purpose. Okay, don't just take a huge data set like 1 million data set you are taking, because in that you don't know what is the values. Where if you don't know the values, you have to just implement the model of interpolation and everything. Interpolation is a model generally based like for predicting the value. Okay, so you have to predict the value and everything. In that way it will get complex in pre-processing only. So you just have to fully flesh that thing, right? So this is the thing. And ma'am, regarding AML, you will provide some insights on how to start from interview perspective. I have basic knowledge of Python libraries, AI, though no knowledge of ML projects and certifications. Okay. See, from interview perspective, main question that they practically ask is, what are your projects? Okay. So you have to build a project, right? If you're not getting in like internship also, where we get the work. Okay, from where you can just ask for the work. If you have enough proof that okay you can work in that thing, then they will provide you the work, right? Or you will get some new robust idea, okay, you can just implement in your firm and this will happen, then they can may hire you. These are the two conditions generally company hire for. Okay, and when for working purpose only, they are like to see your work, they are like going for interview and hiring process. And you just suddenly cold mail them, okay, I just know this thing and you can implement in your field also, and if they find like legitimate enough, they will just hire you. Like this thing also only happens now. So these are the two ways. And projects are important. You can't escape projects. Okay, you may escape the certifications also. Okay, but you can't escape project because something is required to showcase your skills. Okay, people go for, and also in certification also nowadays, anyone who do certification, in the end it is written that okay, we will like first make you build 2 or 3 projects only, then we will get the certification. Why it is written? Because they also know that for you will get certified only that if you have a proof of work in that. Okay, so AIML require proof of work, not just theory, right? Theory anyone can get from definitions, from paragraphs and everything. So if you go for interviews, you have to build your project first, and your project should stand out. If everyone will build a similar project, then why will they listen to you, right? So your project should be like standing out from everything, right? They should feel that okay, you will contribute it. They should get the feel from your projects only. You will get the confidence, right? So this is the thing. And you like many opportunity you can explore during this hackathon is there on ML and everything. You can just go into ML hackathon, you can see how things works. Okay, it is not like alone we have to do everything. You can just help out each other. You have a good community also, you can just partner each other. Okay, in a similar hackathon. Okay, so that way you can just crack it, that way you can just get to know more, right? So these are the things. And Python and listen, like who has asked this, course it is written, but still, like, you have basic knowledge of Python and libraries. These are the prerequisite. Without prerequisite, like, you just know the prerequisite, but you don't know the work. Then the company will not work like this, right? You just have need to have the like proof of work. Have you given the Amazon interview for internship by AMSs? Yes, like interview process. I don't know much because that was going to be held on Hyderabad. Like, usually big companies takes a lot of time. Okay, I just give my Amazon OA on the, like, when I've given that November. Okay, my program ended on something like August September. I given the everything on October November, and when they just like clarified this thing, okay, I passed this thing on February. Like, after 5 to 6 months, they're just getting everything. Okay, and after that they will just look at your resume also. So always remember, like, whatever you are filling, your resume should also be like good enough, right? Because the time I filled the form, my like I filled the form on June. Okay, so at that time I was having a resume, but they just send the link of OA and all that in February, that I have passed this and all this. So since June and February, resume has changed a lot, right? But I can just give them new resume. So just make sure your resume is updated enough, okay? Because after OA, resume also comes. They will do the shortlisting and everything based on resume also, right? And like, more about, if you ask about Amazon interview, it is more about like company things. Okay, they will get the questions from their own company only. It is not like just like something is else there. Okay, from the that 3 4 question only they will repeatedly ask. It is not like that. So, and main interview you get, if you get, you get in Hyderabad only. Okay, like Hyderabad is the main office. So if you get the chance, you will like face the interview at Hyderabad. Maybe technical interview are there. Most likely it is all about DSA and ML concept. Okay. They will not ask about their company's ML concept, how they are using company. But you should be like standardized enough for the ML concept. Okay. They expect you that you have learned something. These projects may impact our resume. Which type of project should be included in our resume? Okay. Yes, projects makes a huge impact. Like projects and internships, right? It makes impact on resume. If you just think that, okay, I will just score the CGPA good and they will just give me the work, no, this doesn't happen like this. No, not at all. CGPA is just a gateway that you get to know the chance of, like, get to know about the company, the chance of interview, right? But interview you will be clearing by your own merit, own experience only, and that CGPA doesn't matter. Okay, so CGPA is just the gateway. It is just the gateway pass, nothing else. Okay, but if you just score like below 6 and very poor CGPA and everything, then the company will think twice also, na, that why should we like hire them. So maintaining a decent CGPA is always required. It is always required. But if the thought process like, okay, I will just score CGPA very much and will not do my and not to work on my skills and everything, then it doesn't work like this. Okay, you have to like, apart from college also, you have to do your self study. You have to build your skills. You have to know which field you want to take up. I guess like first second year is fine to explore and everything, but by coming in the third year, just okay, everyone just doesn't know where to go. May the thought process also change at the last month of fourth year also, but at least have some idea. Okay, I want to go in that particular field. So in that way you can just concentrate over this. And if you don't get the like much enthusiasm, then you can just switch. You can switch. Okay, but it is not like you always go unplanned, because many things are required while building something. If you just want to switch AIML to MERN stack, then you need to just learn MERN, and that will take a huge time, right? So in that way, what are you doing? You are just spending more and more time. Okay, so it will be great only if you get clear at the starting. Okay, and what type of which type of project should be included in our resume? if you like whatever your tech is basically, okay, if you want to do front end, then include some good, like a good resume in the sense which is just about web development and everything, okay, how you can work in the front end technologies where they use React very much, okay, HTML CSS Bootstrap Tailwind is also used somewhere, okay, like how you can just do the framework in that way, you can just develop like, when you see a profile now, you just get to know that what person particularly work for, right? If they will just tell about, okay, I've worked in a front end projects and all that, then you get to know, okay, they are the front end developer, okay, right? If they just signify, okay, I've worked in full stack and everything, they like the full stack requirement and everything, we get to know, okay. So it is your tech what you have chosen, it is your field what you have chosen. AIML especially, I will say for AIML especially, just most of, like, we are having many common project, okay. If you're just thinking that good CGPA and common project will help, no, you just need to like have a significant project, have less project, have only one or two project, okay, at least two you should have, okay, have only one or two project rather than having 4 to 5 6 common projects. It is better to have unique one or two projects, okay. And unique you can just make it in your own way or only, like either you can start from the scratch, either you can just like explore and see where you can work and see the pre-existing code and work more over it. In that way you can develop, you can either participate in a hackathon, there you can get the problem statement, you will innovate your own idea there. Either you can work in open source, that will give your contribution in that okay, this project you have given your contribution, you can just showcase everything that okay, specific, like open source, like sometimes not like if they are working on front end back end, they don't have AIML analysis, so open source contributor comes, they just contribute an AIML part, so you can just say okay, I've just contributed an AIML part, that will also enhance. Nowadays hackathons and contributions are enhancing it very much, okay. Hackathons are becoming a trend right now and it is very good also. And not only good, many like big tech companies are hiring from hackathons, okay. So like experience hackathons, just like, because it will give you many opportunities as well. Don't think okay, many competitions are there, many competitors are there as well, so how we can just clear it, just go for it, okay. The winner also doesn't think okay, I will just win this and that's why I'm just participating in that. You just need to, if you don't win, then you just have your project to show in the resume, right? You have the thing to say okay, I've done one work in this project, up to this round I have went. But if your projects just stand out there, then there should be something that you can tell, right? It is not like it is going a waste, right? So nothing goes waste actually, but you have to just need to start first. Could you just give some example of ML projects and idea for resume? What kind of projects did you put in resume for internship? So I have given the ideas from ML project, that from where you can build and everything. Like I can name some common project, but I don't want to name actually, because I know that common project will not provide opportunity. It will not like, you also know that what product you buy in the market which is unique, which is stand out, you only get attracted towards that. If you see okay, one thing is it is commonly sold everywhere, you will buy it, no na. So that is the perspective of hiring company also, okay. They don't want to go for the common projects. So you can build the common projects for learning, but not for internship purpose, or not for the purpose of getting hiring up. Just remember that, okay. And these are the things I will say. And if I tell about your specific project, I told that okay, learn some pre-existing code and just develop your own ideas, participate in hackathons, many are there where you can just innovate your own projects, right? And what kind of projects I have given, I have like implemented the same thing only. First project of mine like was it was based on AIML. I have done the common project, okay. I've also put it on the resume for my first second year. Then I realized that it is not actually worth, because many are just getting that certifications, many are just get participating in the certifications, and if I am doing this, other 10,000 people are also doing this, then why will they hire me, okay. So I just put the certifications of that, okay. Mood Indigo I have participated for AIML, okay. At that time in my first year, they were just providing certification in learning, okay. And first, like there's scam happening over there. Just know the difference between what is the learning work and what is the internship work. Okay, learning courses, learning things are different. Like many, just in LinkedIn also you can see that okay, many companies has come, they just say okay, you are doing internship, but they just give some common projects and they say okay, you have just completed internship. That is your learning. That is the learning part. That is not the internship part. Internship is like you're contributing into some companies or anything. It is not about building common like projects, yet you are paying that and they are giving the projects and then they are giving the certification. Then what is the difference between an internship and certification? So don't get fooled over that thing. Okay, in LinkedIn also I'm seeing that many companies are there, so it will be wrong if I name it specifically, but you also know that many just company without looking at something which is like requirement and everything, what you have skills, they just send the offer letters, okay, you can just join, just give the certification fees, at last we will provide the certification, build that project like this. So this you can do on your own also, na, right? You can just learn about the common thing and you can just implement it. Why to give your money in that? Okay. So and the project, next project, I was like it was hackathon. It was in Girls Skip Summer of Code only I've contributed. I got the chance to make contribution on All India Hackathon project. Okay, it was ML based. It was ML based and computer vision based. OpenCV. OpenCV is the library that we use in computer vision. Okay, for like input of real human data and everything. We generally use for it like that. Okay, so in All India Hackathon project was like in that we just need to find that how we can just through CCTV cameras, if we put OpenCV ML algorithm there, then is it possible that if like some violent things are happening with women or with anyone, okay, like someone is showing knife and everything, so that from CCTV camera only the police get the alert. Okay, so that this violent thing is happening there, you need to go that, because every time it is not possible people to just send the message or just to make the call. Just by looking at the CCTV camera, something suspicious, police can get the message through OpenCV and everything. Okay, in that way we have trained our model, we have trained taken many data sets, and we have created our data sets moreover. Okay, so these are all the things that I have implemented, and I've implemented particularly on the OpenCV part, that how different data sets could be added or how different situations could be held. In that way, how the data model will work. Okay, we have just done it in Google Colab only. Okay, in Python only we have done this. So this was my project, and this was not, and it also integrated email system and everything. So email system is not AIML part, right? It is different, right? So you can just go for like these are the contributions that I made, and I just written that project because it was in that major contribution was there, and I done an internship in Exposys actually. Okay, it was not like I got the paid and everything, but it was like they introduced. It was more like a common project only, but there I have learned something. Okay, I just implemented my things, that how we can just go for market production and R&D models to predict it more better in real life examples and everything. It was a common project, but in that I implemented my things and everything. Certifications to otherwise I'm getting only. Okay, what I can build more, I'm showing that to them. Okay, I have the hackathon project. Through a unpaid internship, I have one project, okay, to show them, and I've contributed more over this. Okay, not just the problem statement they have given. And the third project was mine of was like community sites. Okay, that is different. That is about part of front end and back end both. Okay, so there I worked in the front end more. Even in my software development role, intern role at Movisec Technologies, I was working on the front end part. Okay, like back end was also integrated, because in the startup it is not like you don't have many people, right? You have like limited funds and everything. You have to just work, and in startup, why we say that in startup we just get the experience of learning more. Okay, because they're not every people for everything. Sometimes other works also you have to just learn and do, right? They will just say okay, learn this tech stack and do it. We are giving you 3 tests, learn this and implement it, right? They can't hire like for every tech stack every other people. So that's why I've learned many things there. Okay, I learned like how to just how real life actually project product development works. Okay, the product was already existing in the market, so I worked on that product in the front end part more on Django framework only in Python framework. Like Django and Python are like framework for which we like building the project because the existing there was a pre-existing code there. So from there I just built insights and I built the project. So that I've implemented. And beside this, I've also implemented back end front end integrated. Like it was a full stack project on a website of Fit Me, like a digital twin. Okay, I was just implementing a digital twin in that, and in that also digital twin means like if you're setting something for your own, that one will also do the same. Okay, and it based more on the healthcare model. So it integrated everything. It integrated chatbot, it integrated front end part, integrated database we are having from SQL. Okay, so I just opened myself to each and every opportunity. I work in front end, I work in full stack project I have only developed. I work for ML hackathon. So these are the things. Okay, I just like I've written several projects because I also myself know that many a time freshers role generally apart from the big MNCs company are not that much easily available. Okay, they just need experience, right? So I was just keeping development as my back end option in everything. So I work on the development part also. So my project was everything. But if you specifically about ML, I worked in hackathon. Okay, like all India hackathon based project, and I built my own project from my which I got from unpaid internship. That was the two ML main project which I have done, and like I've done many other projects. Okay, but these two are the significant of them that which I get the more appreciated for, because in that I really implemented something which actually works in real life, right? So, and you just told that ideas for resume. Ideas for resume, if I put like in front for you, resume you can just don't exaggerate much yourself. Okay, work on technical terms more, give numbers. If you're working on internship or on project, give numbers that how you can just optimizing it, how we are making just efficient, what is the new characteristics, like in small words they should get to know that you have done this. Okay, these are the main things. Just don't exaggerate that. The much you exaggerate, the more it is the thing that you will just get caught in interview and everything. Okay, because if you go for like HR or technical more like this, they will ask about the things from your resume only, right? For gate exams also and everything, if you go for interviews, resume is the main thing from where they ask. So you just what you are, just reflect your resume, remember. Okay, and it is not like okay I don't know anything so I will not like anything in resume. It is not also like that. If you have done a work, explain it very well. Okay, explain it very well, much in a technical terms, not in a literature terms, remember that. Okay, and I will just say that don't just categorize or tag yourself. Okay, just make yourself open to every opportunity. If every opportunity will come to you, no, then you can just decide whether to go for it or not. But before that you just tag yourself, you will not be able to explore any opportunity, right? So that is the thing. If I am not wrong, you mentioned in the last session that okay, goodies. Yeah, I got one. This thing only. Like you can see, I just having this because I used to get like I'm currently at my college hostel only. So I used to fill my water bottle in every day. So I just used to flex it like this. You can see. I'm
It's Amazon water bottle.
yes,
We
this is the water bottle they have given to me. I use it very well. I use like last year I've got like I'm just utilizing it. Okay, I expected more though because last year they have just given more goodies like what I think a badge was given, and it t-shirt was also given. I don't know whether it was the fund issue and everything, but I don't know. So they just this time last year they just provided everyone with the bottle who just attended all the session. of everything. So like they given the internship opportunities to them also, and internship opportunity means the chance to just sit in the interview without any resume selection. Okay, so like this, and this goodies. Let's see this time when the phone will come and what you all will get with them. Okay.
Yes. And with this, I think we are covered up with all the questions and doubts. The doubts that I was having with me also, they are from open source and DSA only. I think you covered them all very detailed way. So that was amazing. I hope everyone's doubts are resolved. Like Shreya explained it just in so detail. I could also relate at points. Okay, I have to do this, not this. So yeah, so it was an amazing session. It was very nice to have you, Shreya.
Okay, thank you for like providing this opportunity for me to interact you all. Okay, because I personally am learning everything. Like this all I have learned recently only. This is not like I've learned something really back. Okay, so I'm also looking up to many things in my life and everything. I'm looking up to my placements, my everything, good opportunities and everything. Just don't be scared and just open yourself. Okay, if I
Yes,
work
I've also put it the LinkedIn of
here, if I worked in AI/ML, can I sit for software engineering also in the interviews or just data? You can. What I am doing, I'm doing the same only. It is not. I told you, na. You like AI/ML, work for it. Okay, but don't categorize yourself. What if you get from AI/ML, you get more good salary or you get more opportunity in software engineering? That will not flip your mind or what, right? It will. So just don't categorize. And otherwise, also you have to just learn like little of something of everything, right? I told you that only working on one tech, you can just can't think that everything you have learned. Everything is correlated. I told you that if you're working on AI/ML only, then through what AI/ML is the like backend support. It is the algorithm, but in front of the user, it is front end only, right? There only you have to integrate in everything. So everything is correlated to each other. So you can just like if you want to work in AI, you are passionate about AI, just go for it, learn it, make projects on it. But you can sit as well for software engineering roles. But remember, don't leave DSA ever. You go for AI/ML, you go for software engineering, data scientist. They will ask DSA definitely. About specific about if I say about data scientist, see, there's a difference between data science and data analysis. Okay, there's a difference between data analyst and data scientist. So data analysis is much more deal about just about data and everything. Data scientists deal more about like more into deep learning, machine learning, this much. Okay, so both roles are different, but you can sit. Everything is correlated. You can sit like wherever you want to sit for the interview. Okay, but DSA they will definitely ask you. Okay, and if you know that okay, I'm catering for AI/ML concept, they will ask you somewhere. Okay, not that much advanced, but basic to medium. You also know that think yourself only na, that you are the hiring manager and everything what you require. Okay, in that perspective if you think, then you will know that okay, these are the things they must be asking for only, so I have to prepare for it. If you don't know it, that what they will ask for, just see that what are their requirement, because in every companies if you see in the LinkedIn profile also, every company has its own requirement. Okay, I require this, I require that, work on that, then sit for this thing. So the main concept, the main conclusion is like follow whatever you like if you like ML, follow it. Okay, but just open yourself to every opportunity. You don't know from where you will get the good opportunity or the better opportunity. For you, just you have to open the doors for everything, right? So this is the thing. And any questions like you want to ask, you can like say it. Which community or group you follow? See, I don't follow any community. I don't follow any group specifically. I means if you just said in a specified manner, okay, for internship and placement you have said, okay. So majority I have joined like many channels and everything. Okay, I just get update about it in LinkedIn and all that. Okay, I just I should also like see if I just say any name that it is like I'm just commercializing it. Okay, but you can join like Arsh Goel channel is also there. Okay, WhatsApp channel is there. There you will get to know about many opportunities coming. You can just go through the YouTube videos. That in YouTube videos you will research. You will subscribe many channels where the placement opportunity comes. They makes the video and everything. Okay, so subscribing Arsh Goel channel is also good. Aman Dhartwal channel is also there. Okay, so many people are doing many things. I get more like opportunity from LinkedIn, from our schools channels, and the basic like what I dream for, like I dream for Google, I dream for Amazon, whether like this. So I just note the date. Okay, so on that date the form will come, I have to just register. Whether I register for something else or not, I have to register for this. Okay, and if I get like every day, you just can't get the update. Okay, every day is not like same. Okay, this time we are free, so it's like it happens mostly like in weekend. Okay, we are sitting, we are just searching for like opportunities we got, we just applied somewhere, we just get missed. Okay, so this all happens. But if you have any specific company or you have any something specific, just note down the dates and just remember it well. Okay, so these are the things. And
Even
any
for
other question?
community, Girls Reading Tech is also here. You all are a member of it, so don't worry, you'll not be missing any opportunity. There are a lot of opportunities you get to know.
Yeah, actually yes, your like this community also provide. I have like saw every post and everything. So yes,
Yes, we have the community here also with us. Malik is here only.
so these are the things, and just keep yourself updated as much as possible. Okay, it is not like we are just sitting for concept. We are not just seeing placement and everything. Listen, everything just works simultaneously. Okay, it is not like focus on anything specific. Okay, thank you, Divya. And any other questions you all are having?
I think
So
all the questions are covered.
yes,
So it was a very, I got to know a lot of things, a very insightful out session.
okay. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Shreya, for giving us your time and support. After reaching out to so many people, we got a reply from quite a few people who are ready to support our cause, and you're one of them. And we are eternally grateful for your time and support.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Manik. So I guess the session is over, right?
Yes, so with this, we can wrap up this session. Thank you so much for joining, for coming, and everybody also who were here with their doubts, all the amazing doubts.